Magandang araw po sa ating lahat. Ako po si Keisha Nicole, si Tercero. Nasa ika-4 na baitang ng Nagilian Central School, distrito ng Nagilian. Sa panahong kinakaharap, hindi hadlang upang ipagpatuloy ang pangarap. Bilang isang mag-aaral na umaasa sa modular distance learning, ako ay patuloy na nakikinig at nanonood sa Radyo Eskwela sa Isabela. Dahil sa pamamagitan ng Radyo Eskwela sa Isabela, mas marami pang natututunan. Malaking tulong ito para sa aming mag-aaral. Maraming salamat po sa Radyo Eskwela sa Isabela sa patuloy na pagbibigay kaalaman. Gayon din po sa aming mga aktibong guro ng Nagilian Central School. Sa Radyo Eskwela sa Isabela, patuloy ang edukasyon!
Our Communication Hub and Literary Arts Center of SDO Isabela. SDO English Academy.
An analogy describes the relationship between words. Subject, verb, or teacher.
One and English Academy.
Good day, dear learners! How are you doing today? I hope you are all doing great. I am your teacher for today, Teacher Donita, and you are listening to English Academy for Grade 4, only here in the Radyo Eskwela sa Isabela.
Oh yeah!
Are you ready to explore again the wonderful world of English? I am very sure that you will be enjoying as we go and explore with our session for today.
Wow!
Now, all you need to do is to listen attentively, sit back, free your minds from any distractions, and prepare your pen and paper. Before we start, let us check if you still remember your previous lesson. What are again the elements of a story? Very good. Characters, setting, plot, and theme are the elements of a story.
Wow!
These elements are considered in writing fiction or non-fiction stories.
Ooh!
Are you familiar with the reaction buttons found in social media like Facebook?
Oh yeah!
What are those reactions? Absolutely. Like, love, care, laugh, wow, sad, and angry are the reactions found on Facebook.
Wow!
We use these reaction buttons to show or convey our reaction towards the post in Facebook. Right, children?
Oh yeah!
For today, we will learn to write a reaction about a story read. Are you ready for today's lesson? If you're ready, say, I am ready.
I'm ready!
Now that's the energy. Sustain that throughout the session, okay?
Okay!
Now, listen carefully and we will now begin with the topic. Children, in writing a reaction or response, you have to consider some points in order for you to write a good reaction. What are they? These are 1. Agreements or disagreement with the ideas in the text or story. This includes your stand or opinion about a certain issue on your opinion regarding the beliefs or behavior of the characters in the story.
Wow!
Tell what you think or feel about the story and why are you feeling it. Did you get it?
Okay!
Next, number 2. React to how the ideas in the text or story relate to your own experiences. You may use your personal experience inviting a reaction. It is called making connections.
Wow!
Let's proceed to number 3. React to how ideas in the text or story relate to other things you've read. You can compare and contrast your previous readings to the one you are presently reading and make a reaction. And 4. Your evaluation of how this text or story tries to convince the reader and whether it is effective or if the text persuaded you or not.
Okay!
To understand this better, let's have some examples. This time, I will read some statements and try to give your reaction towards the statement. Ready? Here it is. Respect our parents and the elderly ones. Respect our parents and the elderly ones. Do you agree with the statement? That's right. We should pay respect to our parents and elderlies as a sign or way of showing gratitude to their sacrifices for us. So, you made your reaction through agreeing with the statement. How about in this line of a character in a story? Come on, let's wreck it. Let's destroy everything. Come on, let's wreck it. Let's destroy everything. What is your reaction? Good job, kids! You feel sad because of the wickedness of the character in the story. We can say that the story is effective because it conveyed the feeling that the reader should feel.
Oh yeah!
Here is another statement. Dale studies hard for his family. Dale studies hard for his family. What is your reaction? Very good. You may write your reaction through relating the statement to your own experiences as struggling pupils, but still doing your best to study for your families.
Wow!
You are really doing a great job, kiddos. You deserve a resounding applause. Ready to proceed to the next activity? Alright. This time, I will read a story and you will give your reaction. Listen attentively, children.
Oh yeah!
Here it goes. Hyra, the honest girl. Hyra found a wallet while she was in the market. Honest as she is, she gave it to the policeman. Little girl, where did you find this? Come, have a seat in my office. Oh, there's no name on it, said the policeman. We don't know whom to return this, Hyra answers. But we still need to return it, sir, added Hyra. Now, let us answer some questions about the story.
Okay!
What kind of girl is Hyra? Correct! Hyra is an honest girl. How do you say that she is honest? Exactly! She is an honest girl because she returned the wallet that she found. If you found something that is not yours, are you going to return it? Why? Brilliant! Yes, You will return it because it is the right thing to do since you are not the owner in the first place. If you were Hira, would you do the same? Why or why not? Amazing! Of course, you will do the same because if you are an honest kid, you are loved by the people around you and you will please God too. Children, your answers to the questions are your reactions in the story.
Okay!
A reading response or reaction asks the reader to examine, explain, and defend a personal reaction to a reading article. The reader will be asked to explore why you like or dislike the reading. Explain whether you agree or disagree with the author or the characters. And identify the article's purpose and critique the text.
Okay!
Remember kids, there is no right or wrong answer to a reading response or reaction. Still, it is important that you demonstrate understanding of the reading and that you could clearly explain and support your reactions. Is that clear, children?
Okay!
Good job! I believe you are now ready to show how far you have understood our lesson for today. I will now give you 10 seconds to get your quiz notebook and your pen. I guess you are now ready.
Okay!
On your quiz notebook, write quiz number 2 and the date today. Listen carefully to the directions. Write a reaction about the story. You may use any technique in doing your reaction. 1. Like or dislike or giving your feelings towards the story. 2. Agree or disagree. And 3. Relate your personal experiences. Are you ready, children?
Okay!
Let's start. Listen carefully as I read the story. The Milkmaid. Mutya, the milkmaid, was going to the market carrying a huge pail of pure milk on her head. She hummed a happy tune while walking. As she went along, she began thinking of what she would get for the milk. "I'll buy some chicken from Mang Tomas," she said, "and they will lay eggs each morning. Then I will sell the eggs to the mayor's wife. With the money that I will get from the sale of the eggs, I'm sure I can buy myself a cute dress and a hat. And when I go to the market, I would be amused. Won't all the young men come up and speak to me? Anna will be that jealous. But I don't care. I shall just look at her and toss my head like this." As she spoke, she tosses her head back and pail fell down and all the milk was spilled. She had to go home and tell her mother what happened. Now, time to write a brief reaction, children. You may listen to the song while you are writing your reaction.
Ito ang bagong simula, bagong normal, bagong umagang parating. Ito ang tamang panahon upang maghanda sa bagong hamong harapin. Hindi magbabago na nagmupusong tumulong at ituloy ang ating misyon. Dahil anuman ang sitwasyon, tuloy ang edukasyon.
It's time to check whether you understood the story and was able to write a reaction about it. Here are the possible reactions about the story. 1. I will not imitate Mutya because her intention in selling the milk is not to help her mother, but for her own benefit, and she has a bad purpose, and that is to make Anna jealous.
Okay!
2. I am sad with the behavior of Mutya in the story. 3. If I were Mutya, I will sell the milk, not because I wanted to buy things only for me, but for me to be able to help my mother.
Okay!
I bet your reactions are the same or similar with the mentioned ones, right? Awesome! And whatever reactions you may have written in your quiz notebook, those are still correct as long as you were able to grasp the story told. So, I bet you've had enough for today's lesson, children. I hope you enjoyed listening and learning. On behalf of our scriptwriter for this episode, Miss Melowin G. Bagumu, and the SDO Isabela RBI production team, this is Teacher Donita, your teacher on air. I hope to be with you again on the next episode of English Academy, only here in Radyo Eskwela sa Isabela. Until our next exciting and fun-filled learning. Goodbye!
Patuloy ang edukasyon para sa ating henerasyon.
Sa daan ng pagkatuto ay walang may iwan.
Kaya halina sa Radyo Eskwela!